Boom! It's reaction time. Hello, it's me. We have Josh here on the phone as well. We are, of course, recording this the day after, a couple days after we recorded the initial podcast. So Zach cannot be here. He, of course, has to work. He's a busy boy and all. But Josh and here are here to talk about San Diego Comic-Con. Of course, we had the Dragon Ball Super panel that we had teased the week prior. Moscow, the voice actress for like Goku, Gohan, Goten, etc., was there, as well as one of the top guys at Shueisha, the director of the new movie, and etc. And of course, going into this, we kind of anticipated we would get to see something out of the new movie. Maybe not necessarily a full-blown trailer, kind of something kind of on the short side, similar to when they initially showed off the Broly movie before it was officially confirmed to be Broly. And that's more or less what we got here today with what is now called Dragon Ball Superhero. I can only assume Great Saiyaman is going to be a primary focus in this movie. Josh, what did you think of the title? What did you think of the very brief little CGI teaser that we got? This movie, we saw some reports, I think earlier this year, talking about this movie and talking about how they really wanted to go like above and beyond for the animation, really just kind of blow you away with it. And it looks like they're going in the full direction of CGI, which we could have probably guessed based on the multiple bits of Broly that had a lot of CGI into it. Like what we've talked about this before, like when Broly was like punching Vegeta through the mountain and stuff like that. That was very heavy CGI POV and stuff. What did you think of the little quick teaser? Obviously, we didn't see much, kind of Goku just kind of stancing up, whatever. But the main point is the fact that this movie looks to be completely CGI. What's your thoughts on that and the title?
Well, we'll start with the title first. When I first read the title and it said Dragon Ball Superheroes, I was like, it's a lot of supers for one.
That is a lot of
movie title.
Yep.
And just the flow of the title, it kind of sounds funny. As far as the trailer itself goes, I'm not quite sold on the full CG animation. We'll see if it actually is or if it's just, for the teaser and the fights and stuff like that. I think the biggest takeaway from the teaser trailer is the release date. It's scheduled for 2022, but there's also a note under that says may vary depending on region and country. So I would assume that it's going to come out in the later part of 2022. We'll probably get it over here 2023. So I feel like that's the biggest takeaway is that, scheduled for 2022, but that's probably just for Japan. And granted, nothing major happens with the pandemic or anything in the next, few months to a year.
Right. Yeah, I would definitely agree to that. For us over here in the West, I mean, we probably, you're right, probably won't get it until early 2023. At the best, maybe end of 2022 if we're lucky. Because I feel like when it comes to the other countries, I feel like we're gonna be the next stop. You know what I mean? Based on terms of just like the kind of sales dollars that they bring in, I would assume I want to say the U.S. and just North America in general is going to be kind of higher up there in terms of what they're going to get out of sales and everything. So I would assume we'll be one of the first stops outside of Japan. But you're right, probably 2023 at the best, late 2022. For me, that biggest takeaway is definitely going to be the fact that it looks to be a completely CGI movie. I saw a lot of other Dragon Ball fans kind of sounding off about that. They were just kind of unsure and uneasy about that direction. I like what they did with Broly. It was very unique. I like the POV shots, of course. I thought those were really cool, really different. But a full CGI movie, I mean, with it being Dragon Ball, a property of that level, you can very safely assume that it's just going to be absolutely incredible across the board. They're not going to, they're not going to waste any money making sure it's done right. But I don't know. Me and you both, being Dragon Ball fans, are still excited to see this, but full CGI, that is kind of sus, is the way to put it.
It's a little iffy. I mean, the teaser trailer makes it look good,
Right.
Obviously without seeing more of the movie or more clips or anything, it's kind of hard to tell because it could very well be a mix. On the other hand, we did get some art revealed for the movie. So we got, Piccolo's home. So Piccolo's going to be in the movie. We got a young Pan, and what I can only assume is going to be either the bad guy for the movie or, part of the villain squad. I don't know if you saw those pictures I threw in Discord.
No, I did not. I didn't see the actual villain that you're talking about, or the presumed villain, but I did see the shots of Pan and Piccolo.
Yeah, I threw him in Discord. The presumed villain, there's two of them. One's, kind of red, it's got a one on him. The other one's blue, it's got two on him. The one on him has one fin. The one that is in blue has two fins. So I can assume it's not going to be anything manga wise,
Right.
like any kind of villain. Because I know, correct me if I'm wrong, but was Broly teased in the manga before the movie released? Because I feel like right after the Tournament of Power, isn't there a panel with Goku and Vegeta fighting Broly?
The panel of them fighting Broly was after the movie was confirmed.
Okay.
Yep.
So, okay. I figured because the Tournament of Power
right
ended in that same chapter.
Yep.
So yeah, I didn't know if this was anything that might have been hinted in the manga, or if it's just completely new for the movie.
I'm gonna probably safely guess it's gonna be completely new for the movie. What you described doesn't sound familiar to me at all. In terms of as a manga reader, I'm actually going to pull it up right now. See what you sent. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, no idea who that is. Zero clue. What the? Yeah, that's a true Dragon Ball design. That's for sure.
Oh yeah,
that is a Dragon Ball design.
Frieza, Cell, and Kid Buu all in one.
Yeah, basically. So with seeing that, it does kind of put just a teeny bit more clarity on the whole superhero title, because I could say that looks like a Dragon Ball style superhero.
Oh yeah,
with just that title alone, I am very curious where the direction of this is going.
Oh yeah.
I will say, just the title of alone. Let me ask you this, because this is kind of how I feel. Do you feel like just seeing the title and now like seeing those, do you feel like any sort of kind of disappointment where it's like you were kind of wanting something more out of like what the title to kind of set you up? I mean, obviously I still think it's gonna be a very enjoyable film because it's gonna look beautiful and everything, but did you feel any sort of disappointment? Because I personally did. Once I saw the title superhero and now I see these, I'm just like, okay, I mean, this is gonna be a good film, but like, I don't know, I feel a little bit disappointed, like I was wanting something more. What about you?
I mean, I can definitely feel you on that. I mean, if we look at the Dragon Ball Super movies, we had Battle of the Gods, so we knew what to expect there because we got introduced to, Beerus and Whis and started the whole Super, thing. Then we get Resurrection F, and we know it's going to be Frieza, kind of hype for that. And then we get Broly, and we know it's going to be Broly. And so now we get Superhero, and a lot of people are expecting maybe a Cell comeback, maybe like a Kid Buu comeback, since, Kid Buu was referenced in the manga years ago. Maybe even making Janemba canon or something like that, or BoJack even.
Right.
Since that's what Dragon Ball Super is about now, is making these old filler movies actual canon.
Right.
So, there could be a little disappointment in that, depending on what you were expecting for the movie, especially with how Dragon Ball Super has been going. And just, kind of the lack of details right now.
True.
Just because, like you had mentioned before, you're right. Last year when we got or a couple years ago when we got the trailer or the teaser for Broly, we knew it was going to be Broly right off the bat. We already knew what we were expecting. And so now, kind of don't know what to expect. Because with the title Superheroes, it could be a heavy Saiyaman movie, just because, we already got the pre-release like artwork of Pan. So we know, a younger Pan's going to be in the movie. So, is it going to focus on Gohan and Great Saiyaman and, Videl and Great Saiyawoman, or is it going to be, Goku, Vegeta, like the Dragon Ball that everyone's used to?
If Great Saiyaman does not make a prominent appearance in this movie, I'm going to walk out of the theater.
I mean, I feel like that's the best reaction to it.
Yes, the title is Superhero. If you don't show me the one superhero in this fucking series, I'm walking out of the theater. Please, now, give me Great Saiyaman.
Let me ask you this. How would you feel if it's like an Avengers-style movie and everyone's forced to be a superhero? Because I kind of feel like that might work, just trying to see Vegeta, like, forced to be a superhero.
I'd be for that. I'd be for it in terms it'd be funny. I still think it would go back to what I'm saying about disappointment for the film, but it would be funny, and I'm here for it. But I mean, no, I think that's about it for our general reaction here. I mean, it was very short, sweet, to the point. It's just more, we'll see what else is to come out of it. And I mean, like I said, I fully anticipate it. I'm sure, as all people do, it's going to be a great film. The teaser, the actual trailer will probably blow us away when it comes out, and it's going to look cool. But keep expectations kind of at a minimal. Is one thing I'd definitely say. I don't have the same level of hype as I did for Broly, no doubt about that.
Yeah.
But with that said, let's just do our cut and get back to the regular show, where we're about to talk about one of my favorite series of all time.
Yeah. Well, before we jump off, I would like to say Dragon Ball movies in general rarely disappoint, but Dragon Ball Super movies very rarely disappoint. So, maybe if we set our expectations so low, it's going to be the greatest one of them all.
That's true. That's a good point. So, looking forward to seeing what's coming out of it more. And now let's get back to the regular show. Bye.
All right.